What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart here in Oklahoma City for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. So we're over here in the blue car section. This is typically reserved for rental cars. We're gonna see what they got out here today. This is actually a pretty nice looking Ford. Let's take a look at the sticker. It's a 2019 Ford Edge. This is actually from GM Financial. Huh. This could potentially be a repossession. I've been seeing a lot of finance companies sending their vehicles over here, so that's something to keep your eyes out for, guys. I love repos. Yeah, it's a repo. You can see somebody never got the tags done. 08, 20, probably of 2023. So this thing, it's like somebody just bought it and they just got it repossessed. That's crazy. That is crazy. They probably never even made the first payment on this. Let's take a look at the interior. Wow. It's actually pretty nice. Smells good too. No kidding. Okay. Does it have power? Let's see. It's a titanium. No, it doesn't have power. EcoBoost, probably a 2.7. Look at this. Guys, this is... Oh, I love it. It does have power. It's got gloves in it too. I wonder what that's all about. Huh. All right. I'm game. Hell, I'd drive this. I mean, I don't need it, but I'd still drive it. You might recognize that Cadillac there. We looked at that one before. That's spider webs. This thing may have been sitting for a little while, guys. Let's fire it up. We have a check engine light, 63,000 miles on the odometer. She's got a little bit of mileage on her. Only 4 years old. Yeah, she's got a little bit of miles on her, guys. You got that infotainment system there, your climate control, radio controls, everything down here. And then this, oh, I smell a head gasket. I smell a head gasket. Let's shut that off. No, I either smell a head gasket or a heater core, and I find it very difficult to believe that at only 69,000 miles we'd have a heater core problem. I mean, it's hard to believe you'd have a head gasket problem too, but I got a hunch. Oh, when they said EcoBoost, they meant the little 4-cylinder EcoBoost, not the 2.7. Yeah, it's just a little 4-banger. Is there milkshake? Let's see. No, the oil actually looks very clean. The Focus is having hard times. Anyway, oil's clean, but if you notice, look at their coolant reservoir right there. There's nothing in it. It's dry as a bone, man. Yeah, and here's another interesting thing. The air conditioning ports have no caps on them, so somebody's been in here messing around. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's gonna be a hell to the no for me. Like I said, this Cadillac is still sitting here. Keep thinking that's a repossession too, or a, yeah, it's a repo for a title loan company. If I remember, I really like that Cadillac. I mean, it's just the 3.6, but still, it's a nice looking car. Tesla is still sitting here. A lot of these cars are the same. This one, I believe, is different. You guys know I love an old Land Rover, Range Rover. This one looks like it's got some hail damage. I could let that slide. You know, if I can get it for a good price anyway, I could let that slide. It's not too bad looking. Maybe it doesn't have hail damage. It's so hard to tell on these bright colored vehicles. Let's take a look at the hood. I'm not seeing any. It's okay, hold on. So there's a few dings. It's got one right there. You may be able to see that on camera. It's got another pretty good one right here. And another pretty good one right there too. But I wouldn't call that hail damage. This actually looks pretty decent, guys. It's an old LR4. Yeah, not too bad. It's sitting all the way on the ground, but maybe it hasn't been run in a while. Let's see what year this is. 2013. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh man, this is actually pretty nice. Yeah, this is it's actually really nice. I didn't expect this. Very decent. It's got power too. Oh wow, it's got miles too. Good Lord. 169,000 miles on the odometer. It's got a push to start. You got your little Land Rover screen and infotainment stuff right here. Looks like you got climate control down here. You got your different drive program modes there. Electronic parking brake, shifter, all the basics. Oh, she actually fired right up, didn't she? Well, let's see. We've got a low coolant. Okay. I'm going to close the door and see if maybe the vehicle comes up off the ground. Somebody's got this in mud mode, it looks like. I actually want this to be in normal mode. I think that's what it is. Or is normal mode... Hell, I don't know. Let's take a look at this instrument cluster. We have a battery charging light, a red triangle, TPMS light, airbag light, brake light, an orange triangle, a yellow check engine light. Huh. It seems that it might have a few problems. Just a few. We'll turn on the air conditioning, see if that does anything. I don't think it's coming off the ground, guys. I haven't felt this thing move. It's in normal drive mode. Actually, I do feel it moving. Yeah. It's moving. And now it's all the way down again. Yeah, it seems to work, guys. I'm gonna leave it sitting where it's at. I'm gonna let it level itself out, and then we're gonna get out and check to see if this thing came off the ground on all four corners. I don't know. This thing's probably in bad shape, guys. The air conditioning, if it works, I don't feel it. I've got it on auto. AC is on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. I don't think the air conditioning works at all on this. Why don't we check the important window on this one? Yeah, you got a O'Reilly's Auto Guard sticker right there for the oil change. Looks like the oil was changed recently. This really isn't too bad, guys. I'm gonna pop the hood. I hear a little tapping going on under there. Maybe that's direct injection. Oh man, that thing does not look like it came off the ground at all. I swore that it felt like it was doing something. Hold on, let me try this again. Maybe it's the back that's doing something and not the front. I don't know. Let's get out and check it again. I can feel the suspension moving, so I mean it's doing something. There it goes. Yeah. There she is. That's better, guys. That's a lot better. All right. That noise might just be direct injection, or it could be a head gasket. These things are just notorious for cooling system problems, head gasket problems, really. Like, they're absolutely notorious for it. There's no coolant in it at all. The coolant bottle's empty. No surprise there. Yeah, I don't know. This side is really high off the ground. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yeah, she came up off the ground. So the suspension works, but there's definitely a cooling system problem with this one, guys. All right, well, we'll put that window back up. I guess we could put it in gear, just see if it does anything. Forward. Backward. No, I don't have a good feeling about this one, guys, so moving on. Next to the Land Rover, we got a nice old Chevy. I mean, it's probably not too old. What is it, like a 2012 2012, 2013, 14, 15, something like that. Let's take a look. It's a 2014. Loss type is unknown. It's a remarketing company. So there's no telling why this one's here. It's a decent looking truck though, is it not? Love the color. It's an LT. I don't know if it's a 1 LT, 2 or 3 LT. Let's see if it's got leather. I mean, it's got the nice chrome wheels. What are they, 20s? Probably 20s. Yeah. Yeah. 20-inch wheels. You got the small back doors. I don't really care for those, you know. Look at the lack of room back here. That's why I bought one time, accidentally, I swear to God it was an accident, from David Stanley. I bought a brand new, you guys may remember it, it was a red Ram 1500. And I use that thing for everything. I towed with it, like I did everything with it, and I absolutely love the truck, except I didn't realize when I bought it, because I didn't actually go look at it. Most of the time when I buy something from David Stanley, I see it on their website, and I tell them to basically wrap it up for me, and you know, it's a done deal by the time I get there. Well, I didn't realize it had the half doors in the back, and when I got there I was like, oh no, it's already done, like the deal was already finished. So I ended up kind of stuck with that for a while, and I swore after that truck I would never buy another truck, at least another full-size truck with half back doors again. It was so tight and cramped back there, I just didn't like it. The seat in this looks really good. The interior actually looks pretty dang good too. Look at this headliner. Very decent. Yeah, this is nice. Does this have power? Probably not. Let's put a key in it, see what it does. Ding ding. Ah, it's got, ooh, 200,000 miles. No joke. She sure runs though. Yeah, guys, ABS light and a traction control light, StabiliTrak obviously, so it's probably something simple. I should never say that, but it's probably something simple, like a wheel speed sensor or something, you know, maybe it needs a hub. This is not shabby. Obviously this is going to be, I'm guessing, a 1 LT. There's no leather, there's really no options to speak of. You've got adjustable pedals, traction control, your cargo light, parking sensors, climate control, all right here, infotainment system here, which it's got the that's a tiny screen, guys. Like that's a little bitty screen. Let's try out the air conditioning. Turn it on cold. I heard the compressor, so I have no doubt the AC is going to work. 200,000 miles. I'm sure it's a 5.3. It doesn't smell bad either. Like it's two-wheel drive though, unfortunately. That's kind of a downside, but air conditioning feels like it's kicking in. Good deal. I mean, it's not a bad truck. Forward. Yeah. Backward. Yep. No backup camera either. No kidding. That's crazy. Yeah, air conditioning is ice cold. We can turn that down. Guys, we don't need air conditioning today. It's cold out. This is not a bad truck, man. Tinted windows. Very nice. Yeah, let's pop the hood. I didn't hear any ticking or rattling when I fired this thing up, and that's something you really got to pay attention to on these Chevys, man. A GMC, Chevy, Cadillac, you really got to listen for ticking and rattling. Not direct injection. It's totally different. You'll know it when you hear it. Yeah, it's gonna be your good old 5.3. Purrs like a kitten. Very nice. And if you're ever confused about what engine is in a vehicle, typically there's supposed to be an emissions label. In some vehicles, they're up on the hood, like right here. Other times they're further down on the hood, and on almost all of these GMs, they're right here on the air intake box, which doesn't make a lot of sense because you could rip all this out and put a cold air intake, and then nobody would ever know exactly what engine is in it. But you know, you get right down there, and it'll tell you what this is. Right here, it says that it is a 5.3. But I mean, you should know that because that's what would be in this. Either a 5.3 or a 4.6. I don't think they put anything bigger than the 5.3 in these half-ton base model trucks. Yeah, it's decent. I don't know. like I said, I'm not really feeling trucks right now, guys. I don't mind looking at them, but not really what I'm looking for. I think we actually looked at this one before. That one was pretty nice. Here's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. This one was not here. We've seen this Toyota. This one is still sitting here as well. That Honda's still here. Yeah, so this may be the only one left that we haven't seen over here on this side that I might be interested in. I like the Grand Cherokees. I always have. And probably always will. This is not too bad. Curious why it's here though. Maybe it's a repossession. Seems like quite a few of these are. This might, yeah, I bet it is. Bet it is. Look, these are the remnants of a temp tag. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a closer look at it. Oh, I got some good news, man. I've been reaching out to sponsors, and sponsors aren't something that I generally do very often, but on the Grand National, I reached out to a few different companies to see if anybody in the, you know, the Grand National space, and there's only a few companies that are really doing stuff with them, would be interested in working with me. And I got a response back from one of them that said they're very excited to work with me. So we might actually be able to get some parts and some upgrades for the Grand National. I got some updates on that one. I found a lot wrong with it, guys. I found quite a bit wrong. So we'll be getting back to the Grand National soon. If you haven't seen that video yet, definitely check it out. As of the making of this video, today is Monday. That video posted on Saturday, and it's already got almost 100,000 views. So that car is doing very well on the channel. Very well. I expected it would. I hoped it would. And I'm glad that you guys are interested in watching it. So if you missed it, go check it out because it's on the channel. And we're going to be hopefully doing some upgrades and getting that thing running right here in the near future. What is going on? Come on. There we go. Oh, wow, that sounded bad. Yeah, lack of oil pressure, I guess, from sitting for a long time. So, does the screen not come on? No? Come on. There we go. Definitely want to try out that air conditioning. It's important to know if it works or not. So this is from Crescent Bank. There you go. So most likely, yeah, repossession. Not really surprised. This will have your typical 3.6 that you find in every single Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram vehicle. As far as lights on the dash are concerned, there are none. None. In fact, it's got a half a tank of gas too. Not too shabby. Nice screen. This is pretty decent, guys. Average of 14.6 miles a gallon. That's not bad for something big like this. Gears, forward, yes. Backwards, yes. Very nice. What's the mileage on this? That says it's 66 degrees. That is a damn lie. It is not 66 degrees. It's in the 40s today. 89,801 miles on the dash. Yeah, this one's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and pop the hood on this. This one's not bad. I wonder what they're going to let it go for. A lot of times on repos, they'll just take whatever they can get out of it. Now, that's not always the case. We've seen plenty of times at other dealer auctions where the banks are they're determined that they're going to get a certain amount of money out of it, and they're not. But because they're determined, they just won't sell them. But there are still a lot of banks, a lot of finance companies that when these things get repoed, they just dump them. It's like whatever they can get out of them, take it, let it go, get whatever money they can, and they're going to sue the person for the rest. The only thing that I really don't like about this is look at the garbage in here. You see all that buildup in the coolant reservoir? I don't like that at all. That bothers me. Bothers me a lot. Engine sounds good though. I mean, it sounds healthy. It seems to run like it's supposed to. The body looks good. It's got good tires all the way around. Like, this is decent. Relatively low miles, not too bad. Leather interior. Yeah, this is decent. Absolutely decent. Air conditioning, that is freezing cold. Like, that is Yeah, AC in this absolutely works great. And I'm assuming this is like full-time four-wheel drive. That would be my guess. I don't know. Sport mode, traction control, auto start stop. You got your eco mode, parking sensors, all your air conditioning, and then your infotainment stuff over here. Cruise control, and then going through your menu for miles per gallon, TPMS, and all that good stuff there. Cup holders, plenty of storage. Very nice. Glove compartment has the books. That's good as well, guys. This is a good one. I mean, I don't know what it's going to sell for. Probably more than I'm wanting to spend. Like I said, this is another one. I don't need or particularly want one of these. I like them. I do. I like them. I just don't see there being much entertaining content. You know, hey, look at my Jeep Grand Cherokee. But I don't know if you guys think there's content in it. Drop a comment below and let me know. What about a Ford Escape? I'm thinking no, we can pass. We can pass on that. This one we definitely looked at. It's still here and we don't need to look at it again. We also looked at the Honda. I can't believe that thing is still here. This one, I don't remember. I remember there's something special about this one, but I can't remember, like an anniversary edition. It's got bald tires. Yeah, this is a 100 anniversary Dodge edition because Dodge, I guess, was established in 1914. So this would be a 2014 Dodge Challenger RT. So you got the 5.7 Hemi. It looks like it's got 20-inch rims. Nice looking car. It's got some nice badges on the interior. I remember that. But I think, if I remember correctly, this one had a locked up engine, or when we got it started, the rods were banging. So I'm not going to try to start it because I do remember whatever was wrong with it, it was catastrophic. It was really bad. And there's your kind of 100th anniversary insignia there. Really nice. Man, I love how this camera actually focuses. I really like that. I'm a simple man, okay? I'm a simple man. It is so nice that when you want to show something, like it can focus on the whole thing, or if you want to focus in on something specific, you know, you can focus on it without it getting all blurry and nasty, you know what I mean? That's really nice. Used to, if I tried to show you guys like what time it was on my watch, it would be like super blurry and out of focus. Well, I've literally got the lens on my watch, you know what I mean? But you can clearly see the time and everything, and it actually looks relatively decent, even though the sun is shining directly on it. So far, I'm really loving this new camera. It's just going to take a little more getting used to. So if you've noticed any quirks with the video or the audio, forgive me. I mentioned that in an earlier video that this is a brand new camera. I didn't have time to even learn how to use it. I literally threw it in my bag and I ran with it. So I'm kind of just running and gunning today, guys. Bear with me. If there's any problems, drop your comments below. Tell me what problems you had with the video or the audio quality, and I'll see if I can make some adjustments to hopefully make things a little bit better for you guys. But I think the video and audio is going to come out absolutely amazing on this. Boy, they got so many bikes out here. I always like walking through the bikes. I hate seeing the accidents. It's just, it gives you kind of a gut-wrenching feeling, you know, when you see the ones that are really smashed, where you know that somebody got really hurt. You know what I mean? I hate seeing that. Like that one right there. That's just a bad day. This one fell over. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, Triumph. Yeah, she's laying on her side. A CF Moto Adventura. Not a clue, man. Not a clue. We're just going to do a quick run through some of these bikes. There's that Indian. We showed you that one before. I love this Scout. Beautiful bike. My Harley. I wish I could ride it before it gets too cold to be riding anymore, but my Harley's been in the shop for, God, it's been over 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks. I lost my brakes. I don't know what happened, but the back brakes, they're gone. Couldn't find any leaks. They checked the reservoir and said that the reservoir was empty. So that's very bizarre. It's strange that there's no fluid in the back brake reservoir, and there's no back brakes at all. I mean, that makes sense, but where did the fluid go? Because they couldn't find any leaks, and for whatever reason, yeah, it's still sitting in the shop. So I'm guessing it's warranty work. You know, it's a new bike. It still has the full warranty on it, so they'll get it figured out. How about a little scooter? It looks like an old Vespa. Doesn't it look like an old Vespa scooter or something? A little Kawasaki over there. A lot of Harley Davidsons, man. Just Harley Davidsons everywhere. There's a Vulcan. right here. I think that's a gorgeous bike too. Love the front wheel on that. Look at that. Massive front wheel, absolutely beautiful. Here's a little Yamaha MT-07. They hit looks like they hit a pothole. That's Oklahoma for you. It's another reason you got to be careful riding bikes out here, man. Oklahoma is just, they're bad. You know, a pothole will come out of nowhere, take you out. Look at this kind of root beer colored paint. Tell me that is not absolutely beautiful paint. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the bikes. Why don't we go see if we can find some more cars? All right, I walked a long way over to another part of the Copart yard here to see what we could find over. This damn Toyota is still sitting here. I almost can't believe this little car is still sitting here. So many of these cars, guys, they sit here for months. Some of them sit here for years, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to see the same cars over and over. I was looking to see if that Roush was still sitting out here. Nah, it's long gone. Dang it. I had so many people mad that I didn't get the Roush. It's like, I know. Instead of buying a Roush, I ended up buying 2 G-bodies. You know, was that a good deal? I don't know. I spent $24,000 for the Grand National, and I ended up spending $11,000 for the Monte Carlo SS. So that's 35 grand for 2 old American cars. I don't know. You think I made a good decision? Or should I have got the Roush instead? Personally, remember, the roof of the Roush 427 was caved in. Had lots of damage all around, other than that too. So, in my opinion, I think I did better with the G-bodies. I do. I'm happier with the G-bodies, and I have more cars coming, guys. I told you I'm moving cars out. It's the end of the year. I got to move more cars in. I've already got 3 more that I'm getting ready to make offers on today. And with any luck, we're going to bring 3 newer but still relatively older, you know, maybe 80s and 90s American muscle cars to the channel. You guys can drop your comments below on what you think those might be, but yeah, I think for sure we're going to bring 3 to the channel, potentially 4, but definitely 3. Here's a nice little Mercedes GLE 350. I'm not really a big fan of the 350. They had tons of problems with the engine. This one's got well, as you can see, it's got pretty significant hail damage. It's got a lot of hail damage, guys. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Hood, easily replaceable. It looks like the hail damage down the side really isn't that bad, assuming these marks indicate all of the hail damage, and there's not more that we don't see going along the sides there. This is not horrible, and being that the car is white, it makes it a lot more difficult to see hail damage. And then, of course, I mean, you got hail damage up here. They circled it in green, and there's a lot of it. But there's a saving grace to this, and that is this has the panoramic glass roof, and it looks like the glass roof is still intact. Oh, there's tons of hail damage down this side, and there's no dots on this side at all. Oh no, this thing is toast. I thought somebody missed something, and we were about to find us a steal of a deal. Nope. Nope. This thing has got this thing's got crazy hail damage, guys. Let's see if we can open this door without smacking into the car next to it. Let's check out the interior. I mean, it's a Mercedes. It's nice. It smells good too. I like this. I do. I don't care for the hail damage, but man, if I could get it cheap, yeah, I'd take this. Look at those bolstered seats. Wow. Man, this is nice. Oh, wow. This was a very short person sitting in here. I can't even fit. You better scoot that seat back quite a bit. There we go. It says the battery's going dead. Look at this giant screen. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is nice. You got all this ambient lighting down here. Look at that. Forget this. I want another S-Class. That's what I want. Yeah, let's turn that down. Yeah, we could turn that down. I do not want to go see my man. No, thank you. Take a look at that beautiful instrument cluster. I I know a lot of people don't like Mercedes, but I'm here to tell you guys, don't knock them till you try them. Seat positioning, 4 foot 9 inch, all the way up to 7 foot 3 inch. See, I've got it set for 6'1", which isn't bad because I'm 5'11 and a half, so I'm pretty close. So it will tell me how far I need to adjust my seat. I don't know. Hold on, let me... 5'11", start positioning. Position, seat, and steering wheel using height entered. Do you want to continue? Yes. Oh, no way. No way. What year is this? A 2020? Okay. All right. I like that, man. And look at all the... You got your kind of a palm rest right here, which is natural because you got your elbow rest right here. You got your little trackpad, man, where you can just scroll and you just tap. I mean, it's literally as simple as scrolling. Look at this. Look at this. And then when you see something you want to do, you just tap. Wow. I like this. And if that's not enough, you've got the same trackpads over here. You just move your finger around on the trackpad, and then you've got one over here because this will directly affect your gauges. See? You just... Guys, I love you. I love you, Mercedes. Maybe I need another S-Class on the channel, or... I don't know, maybe a C63. I've been thinking about that. I've also been thinking about the unthinkable. I know better. Mercedes John has already warned me.
How can I help you?
No, thank you.
Please repeat.
No, thank you.
What can I do for you?
Shut the f up! Golly, jeez. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, up to the moon, Alice. You really gotta give it to them. I like this, but what I really want, and I want it really bad, and guys, you can get them for very, very reasonable prices now, and that is an AMG GT. Yeah, now I've already talked to Mercedes John about this, and he is a Mercedes guru, okay? Like, this guy knows this stuff, and he told me don't do it. He said, do not buy an AMG GT. He said, you will regret it. He said, those cars are notoriously unreliable, ridiculously expensive to maintain, and they go through tires, I think he said every 10,000 miles. So he said, be prepared to spend a couple $1,000s every 10,000 miles putting tires on those things. Let's let this guy get by real quick. Gotcha. Appreciate it. All right, we'll continue on our way. Anyway, if you guys would be interested in seeing a, I don't know, an AMG GT, comment below. They're honestly not as highly priced as they used to be because, you know, Mercedes, they drop in value every year like a rock. I have wanted one since they first came out, but obviously they were way too expensive. Well, now you can get them, well, I'm not going to tell you how much. We'll see what I can actually get one for if I can find one, but that's assuming you guys are even interested in seeing that. I would love to have one. I don't want to keep it. It's not a long-term type of thing. I just want to have one for a little while so I can enjoy it, play with it, make some videos, and say I owned one. And that's it. That's it. I'm done after that. Very simple. This looks like an Acura TLX. It's a TL, I'm sorry. This actually looks pretty nice, guys. Why is this here? It's got some paint damage. Is it smashed? Well, there's a little, I don't know what's going on right here. This isn't a big deal, though. Looks like it just, the bumper came out of the clips. It's got good tires. It needs a paint job. It's got a lot of clear coat peel on the top end here, which is pretty common. Look at the interior. Oh, wow. Wow. This is honestly pretty nice. This would be worth all right, I can get over that. Good God, what happened in that seat? I don't think I want to know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What year is this? This is an 07. It doesn't say why it's here. I mean, obviously it needs a paint job, but that's not the end of the world, right? I don't know. Probably a 3.5 under the hood would be my guess. Like I said, good tires. I mean, it looks, aside from the, you know, a little bit of interior work, both front seats probably should be replaced. And then you got these cracks all over the dashboard, very common on these, and Nissans as well. They were all pretty bad about the dashboards just kind of peeling apart. You know, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is one I'm interested in, guys. I don't know. What about the Volvo sitting next to it, though? Not every day you see a red one. Actually, red is one of my favorite colors. Red and blue and black. This is an 11 XC90. So many of you have asked me to show more Volvos on the channel. Well, here you go. XC90. Doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. Oh, it took a little ding to the front there. Let's take a look at that. Looks like it's got great tires on the back. Tires on the front are, ooh, that's more than a little ding. It's definitely more than a little ding. Fixable for sure, though, man. I mean, it doesn't look like it got into the door at all, which is good. I mean, the gap right here is that's a tad bit not good, but looks like the pillar is good. The door is fine. The hood, unfortunately, I'd go ahead and replace it. You know, you're gonna need a hood, you're gonna need a fender, plastic parts underneath, bumper, headlight. This wheel is, there may actually be some suspension damage down here, guys, because that wheel looks like it's kind of pushed. In fact, I guarantee you there's suspension damage. They probably, when they had the accident, probably went over something like a curb. Look at the dry rot on that. I didn't even see that. Guys, the dry rot on this is real. Wow. Yeah, you know, the rocker down there is damaged as well. At first glance, I thought this thing might not be so bad. But the more I look at it, the more I think this one is probably not something I'm all that interested in. The good news is the interior is good. Actually in really nice shape. I don't see any cracks or damage to the dashboard. No bags are deployed. Oh, it's comfortable. And I'm not a Volvo guy. Like I don't really like Volvos, and I caught a lot of flack for that in one of my last videos. People were like, I can't believe you don't like Volvos. What are you talking about? Gee, I'm sorry, guys. Man, forgive me for, you know, having a preference in cars. I'm sorry that I don't like Volvos. It's just, they're not my thing, man. I'm not mad at you if it's your thing, but you shouldn't be mad at me if it's not mine. 130,000 miles on the odometer. Oh. Well, that sounded, you know, a little rough. Power steering issue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love the gauges. That blue is absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is the R design. What does that mean? It's probably like much sportier. That would be my guess. Okay, see, here's another vehicle that says it's 60 degrees. These things lie. It says right there 60 degrees. Guys, look at this watch. Down in the right-hand corner right there, 46 degrees. It is not 60, you liar. It's cold out here, man. And it's only going to get colder. So, all right. That guy came and told me they're going to be closing up here soon. So, probably means it's about time for me to end this video. I didn't find a whole lot that I was really interested in today, but I mean, that's how it goes, you know? You don't know until you come out here and look around for yourself. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and do me a favor, drop your comments below and tell me, were there any audio issues or video issues? Was there anything that you thought was off or didn't look right, you didn't like about the video? I'm really trying to get this camera worked out, and like I said, this is my first time filming with it. So it's going to be trial and error. When I get a new camera and new audio equipment, it takes me, you know, usually about 5 or 6 days to really get things dialed in. So definitely comment below and tell me what you guys thought of the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.